Hey, what's up guys, it's Justin Plays here, and today we're talking about Conor3D. So as you may remember the premium salad drama he was a part of, well, a user just has come out with a statement saying that he's been stealing clothing, and his name is Botnik, and he says, Connor has literally copied my clothing, and refused to even acknowledge it. He deleted his copy of it, and bought another person's copy of it, knowing that I was the one that first made it. So what can we tell from this that he used to wear this shirt that is not his, and it's a rip-off, meaning that he changed the colour? Is this a violation of fair use? I mean, I know that it was off sale and he wanted to wear it, but he could have just had his copy off sale and it would have been fine. As you can see from these screenshots, he's provided with a date that his came first and Conor3D later copied. The fact that he is making money off his clothing is unacceptable. Anyways, one of my friends Scriptzox reached out to Connor for a statement, and he says, for fuck's sakes, why does he keep bringing that up? I made that shirt because I wanted it blue, then I took it off sale when I saw he was upset. I mean, he could have just took it off sale and gave him the Robux that he potentially stole, and he couldn't have been the end of it, but this gets juicier. He later asked Roblox to get its content deleted and wipe it from his account. So you can see now the owner is an automatic generator account. Since Connor refused to pay money, ICT, which is a part of the Roblox community, mainly known for their Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, their own game, and making Arsenal maps, ICT gave Connor 24 hours to buy the shirt that he basically made like a petition kind of thing, and he didn't in the end, so he bought it.
I know that Blotnik had an issue with Conor3D lately, and that I told everyone that I would buy this vest for 20,000 Robux, as you can see on the screen. So before I go on my streams, I'm gonna go buy it right now. As you can see, I'm buying it. There you go, purchase completed, and I own it. So here you go, Blotnik. Here's your 20,000 Robux before taxes. So yeah, enjoy. And I'll see you guys on my streams. So peace out.
He's now wearing someone else's re-upload of the shirt, but this is when it gets real deep. Mr. Productive Duck says, hey everyone, I've been seeing a lot of this recently, and I feel like shining light on the matter. Copying clothing, something that for some reason isn't against Roblox's rules, but it is just plain wrong. I will be using a specific case because I find it a perfect example of how ignorant and idiotic these people and groups are being. Today I'm talking about Conor3D, who is a fairly well-known Roblox YouTuber who makes tutorials. He has around 50,000 subscribers, which now he has like 200,000 at the moment. But he goes on to say, so Connor has this group called Conor3D Clothing, and he drops the link to it, where he sells a bunch of shirts, over 15 pages with clothing he hasn't made. This includes Roblox official stuff that was free during events, etc. Which, I mean, I don't really have a problem with this, since it's, well, I don't know, it depends, because like, it's an off-sale event that's no longer happening, and he wants to revive the events, I guess. But stealing people's creations, that's just not okay. But you know, now Connor does give credit on some of the clothing. In other cases he doesn't, and of course, as you might have noticed, most pieces also come with a huge stack of tags that are just misleading to improve sales and make people find his clothing more often. Now this is a trend on Roblox which I don't really understand. It's just tags trying to boost yourself in the algorithm of Roblox, since the search engine is quite shite. But yeah, he just credits them, which in my opinion, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make original content and not re-upload other people's content. But you know, of course I don't want to come here on Twitter just to spread this and start mindless drama. I've tried to contact Connor to ask him about him via Twitter DMs under his profile at Conor3D, which is his business profile that includes pro-bride support. On his profile, he also uses to show that he's responsive 24/7, so I thought I would most likely get in touch fairly soon. Of course, I didn't expect to be this accurate, but at least I gave it a shot. So after 2 days he responded, and I'll attach a photo of this convo. So this just proves that he does not respond whatsoever, as you can see in his description on Twitter, but in the DMs, he says, "Hello, I would like to ask you something," and he responds, 2 days later, "What is it?" "Well, I'd like to talk about your clothing group." Connor? So this keeps on going over from 2017, the 19th of December, to January 2nd, 2018. But here we go. So, as you can see, he only asked what it was, but never responded again. I asked for days, but nothing. I also tried to DM on Discord without and luck. I didn't give up though. I still wanted to know why this group and if he finds it okay to copy clothing. And as you can see, he says, "Connor, I have some questions." Connor, my good friend Acnafrix, which is now Scrimzox if you haven't known already, happened to be a friend of Connor. So my next try was to get in contact with him about it, and he actually helped me. I talked to him about it, and he stated that that's just something he made for some Roblox lol. And that got me thinking, why is that something? And the Twitter conversation says this. "Hey Nafrix, hey dude, sorry for the late reply. I was trying to sleep and couldn't. Gonna try again in a bit." Okay, that's fine. I'm about to go to bed myself, and I just wanted to know, since you know Connor, I've been trying to talk him, but after one reply, he just stopped replying. He pretty much talks to close friends. What did you want to talk to him about? About his clothing group. That's just something he made for some Roblox lol. Yeah, but it seems awfully strange to earn Roblox like that. He goes on to say, "I know it's not against Roblox rules to copy clothing, but I find it awful that artists and creators should suffer because this is something at Roblox is anything against, and just like making games, clothing takes time. If someone steals a game just to make some Robux, there is an often outage. Why is that the case for clothing? The same goes for the RTC, whether if someone scams or steals other forms, people usually speak up." Which, in this case, someone did, but Connor thinks he's annoying for keep bringing up and up again, maybe because he ignores it. He doesn't want to get that backlash, but he honestly doesn't care, even though he had to make a tweet longer ages ago, but, you know. So anyways, I kept talking to Nafrix, Scrimzox, about it, and he told me he could probably get in touch with Connor, so I kept waiting. And these are the DM conversations. Yeah, but it seems awfully strange Roblox like that is where we continued off. He just finds clothing that's no longer on sale and then re-uploads it and gets sales over time. Also, not meaning to sound like some messenger boy, but if you want to ask him something about it, I would ask him and say yes. I'd probably get him to reply to you if he's not too busy. Night, dude. Good night. And yes, I want to ask him about it. Because no, he doesn't only sell off sale stuff. Just take a look of myself. Jesus, his tags in the descriptions too. Yeah, it seems pretty unfair to me that he's promoting stealing other creations and earns from it. Even though it's not against the rules, it's something most of the community looks down on and we need to change. What did you send to him? Because he knew exactly who you were when I said he wanted to speak with him. I guess I've been annoying, but he never replied. I asked on different days, and he also shows that screenshot of that. But later in the conversation, well, he made another tweet saying, "Soon enough I got to hear from Connor through Nafrix," and this is what he had to say. And the DM conversation says, with all the screenshots involved, continuing from "I did ask on different days. Boo-hoo, is this guy called Duck? Tell him, lol. I'm not breaking any rules." And he responds with, "Okay." Seems a bit childish to respond like that, but whatever. Again, I'm not trying to start anything with Connor, just trying to get this out of here. So anyways, Connor just told me that if anything, I should tell everyone else to also copy his clothing, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And the DM conversation reads, "Okay, lol," and Connor says, tell him to message the hundreds of people that also steal clothing. He doesn't really care about backlash he gets. He's not very a respectful content creator. I would still prefer to talk to him, but seeing as to attitude, I would guess that won't happen. Just let him know that it's just not right just because it's not against the... He goes on to say, this thread isn't specifically about Connor, but he's a perfect example. People like him that is ruining the Roblox clothing community. Apparently, groups who copy his clothing even got into the Bloxies from what I've heard. That's not okay. If you remember, Sandra a while back got exposed for also stealing clothing and USD buying apparently, and also making all these weird messed up jokes. But you know, anyways, moving on. The reason I'm making this tweet is to get this out of it. Spark some sort of conversation, because I feel like this is a significant issue that needs to be addressed. Feel free to DM or just reply to me with your thoughts on the matter. I want to hear your opinion on the matter. Clothing designers should be able to work hard and make stuff without having some lazy group or person just to steal their work for profit. Just because it's not against the rules doesn't mean it's right. We need to change. Thanks for taking your time reading this, and please don't go starting drama or hate on Connor. He is not a bad person, but what he's doing is wrong in my opinion. This is like uploading copyrighted music to Roblox. You shouldn't be stealing other people's work. It's pirating, basically. TLDR, I'm not really sure what that means, but it's time that we speak up about people's work being stolen just because it's not against the rules. People shouldn't be able to profit from others' clothing on Roblox. Hashtag Roblox at Roblox. And that's where it ends, guys. So basically, as we can tell from this video in general, that Connor is the person that steals clothing and accuses others of stealing his content and all that stuff. So I don't know if you should be continuing to support him. That's up to you, I guess. Not my opinion base. I'd still watch him, not that often, but you know, yeah, support who you want and have a good rest of your day. But that's it for today's video, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and I'll see you later.